Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. Um, this is this is my first Let's Play episode, so I'm not used to this, so I'm not sure how to do intros yet, but I'll kind of just wing it. There's actually lightning and thunder outside right now, which is fitting. Sorry, I was just letting the intro music play there. Fuck me, commentating is going to be way harder than I was anticipating. Oh, I've already got a file here. New game. Welcome to your mansion. And then the Y disappears and it says welcome to our mansion, which is a real nice touch. This is definitely one of my favorite games, actually. See, okay, this is better. See, I was in like a real formal mentality where I'm like, okay, I'm speaking in front of an audience, whereas now I'm just like, no, fuck it, I'm just talking to myself. That's fine. I talk to myself too a bit much, actually. But I shouldn't talk through cutscenes, actually, so I'll stop right now.
Hello?
And here we are in one of my favorite settings in any game, actually. I really love the setting of this game. It is, and the atmosphere too. My commentary is just gonna suck, actually, for a while. I've never done this before, which I've actually been wanting to Let's Play for years now, like ever since I was in high school. And the first Let's Play I saw was actually a Let's Play of Luigi's Mansion, which is why I wanted to make it my first Let's Play, because I figured that'd be somewhat poetic. And as you can see, there's currently no one here. There is this door, which is oddly sparkling, which if you try and open it, you will take damage, so I would not recommend that. We can't do much of anything right now. We can turn our flashlight off with B, we can call Mario with A, and aim the flashlight with the C stick, and that is all we are capable of doing at the moment. However, when we come up here, you'll see this door is locked, and this door is also locked. However, I believe you hear a strange noise. I actually have the audio off so it doesn't mess up in recording. So I can't actually hear the game right now, unfortunately, which I really like this game's audio, so it is a bit of a shame, but I'll watch all of these to preview them anyway, so I'll hear it then. And we have this spooky apparition, not the Wario apparition, but an apparition nonetheless. And it has dropped a key on the floor and is now going to go into the room that we attempted to go in. We got some nice thunder outside. This actually really amplifies the mood. I actually like this. Okay, we picked up the key, and the key is for the door that the ghost went into, so it's not for that one. I think my voice cracked there just a bit. Slowly open the door, and we have our first ghost encounter, and also we are going to meet one of the more popular side characters of the Mario franchise, whose first appearance was in this game, Professor Egad. Ouch. Oof, I sure take a lot of knocks in this line of work. I'm getting too old for this ghost-catching tomfoolery. Anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Professor Egad. This house, I swear it seems to have more ghosts every day. What's a young feller like you doing around here anywho? Uh-oh, this looks ugly. Alright, youngster, look lively. Follow me, post-haste. So your name's Luigi? I think our paths were destined to cross. Well met, Luigi. Where's this, you ask? Why, these cozy quarters are where I do my ghost studying. Fuck, I scrolled through that too fast. Professor Egad's Ghost Research Laboratory, the lab, if you're of a shortening mind. You won this mansion in a contest you didn't even enter? Sounds pretty fishy to me. So, you believe the mansion actually exists then? Strange. I've been living here since I was a lad of 20 or so, and I'll tell you, that mansion appeared just a few days ago. I remember when I was a kid, I thought this was some kind of weird paradox, rather than him just saying that the mansion wasn't there, but he was still living here. Like, I thought he was saying he lived, like, in the mansion, and, like, he's lived in the mansion since he was 20, but it appeared only a few days ago, and it was, like this some sort of weird temporal paradox, rather than him just saying that he's lived near where the mansion was, and now suddenly there's a mansion. I don't know, just funny thing I always thought as a child. The spirits have fooled you. I don't know if it's a dream, an illusion, or what all, but I surely wouldn't be too happy winning a haunted house. Now that I get a look at you, I just recalled, a guy with a red hat kind of like yours went up to the mansion without even stopping to chat, and he never returned. Was he a dream too? Well, I wonder who he could be talking about. What? That guy was your brother? Oh no, that's horrible. You wouldn't stand a chance against those ghosts without my help. You have to go after him. Here's the plan. I'll teach you to deal with ghosts so you can rescue your brother, Luigi. And here we have our controls. There are standard controls, which are, as you can see, you can also change the sidestep, which changes the way you move Luigi, sorry. Change the direction, the C-stick doesn't change the direction Luigi faces in standard mode. Well, I guess it doesn't up from, like, vertically, but, yeah. Sidestep, there is one situation where it kind of comes in handy, but for the most part, there's really no reason for this to exist, honestly. So we will be using standard most of the time. And now, we are in the training room, which is where we are going to be basically the tutorial of this game. It's not like most tutorials, though, because it doesn't really hold your hand through it, and more just gives you basic enemies and tells you to go for it. That's the vacuum cleaner I engineered to catch ghosts. I call it, this is genius, the Poltergust 3000. It can suck up all kinds of things. Let her rip. Use the R button to vacuum and the C stick to change your direction. Alright. I was not doing that properly. No matter how strong you think your brother is, ghosts are mysterious beings. They can't be caught using conventional means. So you'd better use this. It's the only way to foil them. This is the only thing they fear. Or something to that effect. Ahem. Well, how's about we start your training? Ghosts seem to like darkness, and they avoid the light. So if you hit them with a flashlight beam all of a sudden, you can stun them momentarily. Then it's vacuuming time. I think I slurred my speech there a little bit, sorry. When you see your chance, hold down the R button and tilt the control stick in the opposite direction. Just give it a try. You'll learn more that way than just listening to me yap about it. As the old man said, I think it's time for Jack to let her rip. Remember, as soon as you see a ghost's heart, that's your chance to vacuum them up. While vacuuming, tilt the control stick in the opposite direction to bring them in. Yeah, these are called gold ghosts. They are the most basic ghost type in the game. There are going to be a lot of them, but they aren't much of a challenge, even in large numbers, as you'll see. When that surprise ghost's heart appears, vacuum it with the R button and the control stick. Tilt the control stick in the direction opposite the ghost. They are somewhat more difficult, obviously, in the mansion than here. Well, not obviously, I don't know why I said that. Because here they don't actually attack you, whereas they'll punch you in the mansion. You have to get as close as you can before flashing the light. Surprise them with the light when they get close. Pow, pow, the more the better. Got it? And now we get two at once, and we want to try and lure them close in, so we can do this. Hey kid, shape up. You can't go looking for your brother the way you're carrying on. There, here they come. Alright, now you get 5 at a time. What we want to do is go into a corner, wait for them all to... There we... Ah, I missed one, damn it. Ah, and he disappears. That's a shame. Catching ghosts means using the flashlight and the Poltergust 3000 as a team. You get me, young feller? That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I know. I like how I quote the parody line rather than the original. Well, how many did you get? Woohoo! 9 ghosts. Excellent, Luigi. I'd say you're ready to look for your brother now. Fine, fine. Looks like you worked up quite a sweat there. How about a little cool down in the gallery? I'm quite proud of it, you know. Go to the gallery. Yes, we will go to the gallery. Off we go. Let's see. How long have I been going for? Just over 11 minutes. Alright. I'll probably call it an episode after the gallery. I don't really have any episode length in mind. Probably somewhere between 15-20 minutes, maybe 20-30, I don't know. I don't... Like, however long I feel is appropriate for the episode, I guess. Like, for example, right now I feel like ending after the gallery is an appropriate spot to call it an episode. But it'll vary from episode to episode. I'm really not concerned with that. But as you can see, there are... Oh yeah, by the way, if you hit X, you can go into first-person camera mode, and you can take pictures of various things, and often Luigi will comment on it. Oh, my voice just cracked right there. Such as, it's a statue, a very tall angel statue by the looks of it. But as you can see, all of these paintings are empty, and that will come into play later. You know, technically, I suppose you could word it and say that the overall quest of this game, well, besides finding Mario, is to fill up the gallery in here, in a sense. But we go in here, and there's lots of shiny things. And if you go in here, you can look closely at this, and there is something that's supposed to go there. I'm not gonna say what it is. But yeah, there's really not much to look at in here right now. I think EGAD does tell us a bit about this place. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? Where am I? This is the gallery. This is where I hang all my paintings. Ghost paintings, that is. When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. Oh, it was glamorous, I tell you. Well then, now I have to tell you a horrifying story. The last ghost I caught was number 22, Boo Losses, but there are lots of Boos, and King Boo rallied them all to take revenge upon me. They used my machine to free Boo Losses from the painting. Then they went and turned all my other portraits back into ghosts, too. As if that weren't enough, they built a mansion in front of my lab in the space of a single night, and then they all hid inside. If I told anybody else this stuff, they'd probably have me committed. I'm sure my portrait ghosts are somewhere inside the mansion. I just have to get them back, and yeah, that's what I was hinting at before. I forgot that we found that out right off the bat here. But yeah, there's one portrait ghost for every frame you saw. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? What's a GB horror? I designed the Game Boy Horror as a communications terminal. It has all sorts of functions. For example, you can press the Z button to see a list of the items you've picked up. Give it a try after you get some coins. Of course, you'll also be able to see portrait ghosts there, once you capture some. You can also use the Y button to display a map of the mansion. The display will color the rooms as you visit them. Check the map if you ever get lost. Got all that, Sonny? Yes, I believe I can check the map now, can't I? Oh yeah, we just see the gallery map, which... I'm not sure where those other rooms are in relation to here. Like, I don't remember, is this like part of the lab? Well, I think this might be the lab and the training room, actually. But we've been in there, so I'm really not sure what this is hinting at, I forget. But anyway. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? Go back to the lab. Alright then. Where will you go, Luigi? I will go to the mansion. Yeah, you can go to the training room and the gallery whenever you want. Careful now, Luigi. But there's really no reason to unless you like the training room, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess there's a reason to go to the gallery and see your progress updates every now and then if you so desire. And as you can see, there is now a toad in here, and we can actually... Oh, fuck, I forgot about this. If you go into the middle of the room, the chandelier will fall on your head, and there will be mischievous laughter afterwards, which means that there is a ghost in the mansion who is out to get us. In fact, all of them are, but there's one who already knows we're here. And you can take pictures of any mirror. Interesting thing about this game, which is really handy a lot of the time. And what happens is, it will warp you right back into the foyer. So every mirror does this in the game, barring one, and I will point that one out when we get to it. But for the most part, yeah, mirrors are quite handy in this game. Fuck, do I... This is something I've been thinking about for a while. Do I want to, like, try and actually... Ugh, my voice is cracked there. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to talking this much. Do I want to try and actually voice act? Like, I feel like that would be somewhat humiliating, but at the same time, I feel like I need to have something, some sort of flair. But there are people in my house who I think are within earshot of me, which just adds the embarrassment up. Sorry about that. Fuck it, we're going for it. Boo-hoo-hoo! Where did you go, Mario? Wah! Wah! Huh? Luigi? What? Wow! It's Luigi! You finally made it! Oh, joy! Thank goodness! Me? Well, Princess Peach asked me to come in here to look for Mario. He left when he heard that you'd won a mansion, and he never returned. Then when I arrived here, the mansion was full of ghosts. And I didn't see Mario anywhere. I kind of freaked out a little, and I didn't know what to do. It's been awful. Please, 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 you have to help me find Mario. If he doesn't get back, you have no idea how upset the princess will be. Ooh, I think that's better actually than just the generic hype idea. You have no idea how upset the princess will be. She'll flip. Leave it to me. I guess I have to voice act Luigi as well. Yay! Thanks, Luigi. You made my dark and stormy night. Or I can like voice act him like the cartoon. Oh fuck! What does he sound like in the cartoon? I forget. I wish I could do something that... No, that's not it. I'll just stick with the generic Toad voice. I wish I could do something to help you. Wait, I've got it. At least let me do this. And yes, Toads are your saving points in this game, which, does that count as a spoiler? Spoiler, there is more than one Toad in this game. There are actually quite a few, which does levy the feeling of isolation a bit, but in a way that I find acceptable, because, it's like, you're like a ghost-busting team now. You got Professor Egad and the Toads up against all the ghosts, and it's just a nice dynamic. I kind of like it. Would you like to save up to this point? Yes, I would. And the game was saved. And alright, I have to hit A again. Talk to me for help anytime. And on that note, as you I will demonstrate. You can also suck up cobwebs and candles. And on that note, I think I will be calling this my very first Let's Playing episode. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I've been looking forward to it, and I've been looking forward to it for years, and, I'm just got, it's gonna take a while for me to get into the swing of it, so I apologize, but I don't really want to... I could cut out commentary, but I didn't want to do that for a couple reasons. One, I'm afraid I would set the bar... By cut out commentary, I could like re-record if I didn't like it. But a couple reasons I decided against that. One, I'm afraid of setting the bar way too high, watching things and being like, no, scrap this, try again, scrap this, try again, over and over. Because I do have a habit of being a bit too difficult on myself. And the second reason is that I want to be able to look back and see the natural progression of my commentary as I improve, hopefully, rather than, artificially accelerating the process by ditching commentary that I find to be poor. So yeah, that's my justification for why I'm keeping this. or keeping any bad commentary rather. And on that note, I think I'm going to call this my first episode of Let's Playing ever. I'm looking forward to this. I'm thinking things will only go uphill from here. At least I'm hoping. It is really storming outside.